is advised.
Hey everyone, welcome to the discussion for Valor Villainy, Minions of Mordak, which was a game that I wouldn't say anticipating for 2020, but it definitely was a game that I got and I was like, oh yeah, this I can't wait to get this to the table, because it might make my best games of 2020. You know what list it wouldn't have made? My best games of 2020. It definitely might have actually made...
like if there's a disappointing list?
I had to combine the disappointing and worst list. I don't think it would have made those, because I didn't have the anticipation of this game to make it disappointing.
I guess that's fair.
And once again, these games that are coming out highly produced, I feel like they put in more effort on production quality, and like you mentioned, this game is whimsical and funny, so they put a lot of effort into that, and then they're like, oh shit, we have to make a game.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's easier to forgive the quality of a game when it's solid and good,
yeah.
But it is harder to forgive a game that is not good, but it's like, oh,
yeah.
It looks great, because it's like, well, we don't want to play it.
Exactly.
But it looks great.
Yeah.
I want to show it off. I want to put it on a shelf and look at it. And
right.
think
Yeah.
about it.
I mean, yeah, so let's get the positives out of the way. The miniatures are fantastic.
Yeah.
Like, they're molded in such a way that they could be easily painted.
Yeah.
Bright and colorful game. The map tiles are okay. I mean, they're the card stock, the cardboard stock,
Yeah.
everything is just fantastic.
Super thick and nice.
The game trays are wonderful. The theme I enjoy quite a bit.
Yeah.
What I don't really care for is the fact, and I know it would have been impossible to actually do because you shuffle the tiles, but it does slightly bug me that sometimes the roads don't connect, but other times they do. There's no way they could have fixed that, but it's just kind of aesthetically displeasing.
Yes.
We could have made them all in the same spot on every single tile.
True. But
Or-
then you're missing a lot of the other extra artwork.
Or not
on it.
have just like a hard stop path, just something.
Sure.
But either way, yeah.
But yeah, so those are there. The backstories are hilarious and unique.
Yeah, yeah. The cards, there's some cards that are punny or just clever in general,
Yeah.
that are fun.
They have diversity in the game
Yes.
with the characters. You
Yep.
have
Lots of representation.
lots
Female
of
and
representation.
racial and
Yep.
Yeah.
even non-human.
Yeah.
Even non-human.
Yes.
It's all there. The game is not. This is a lackluster game.
Yeah.
This is just... And we had played it before with literally me as Mordak and just both of you controlling one. And I was like, maybe we're missing something. It says its best was 4. Maybe they meant 4 total.
Yeah.
Or they meant 4 heroes. So we did it with I guess 5 total.
Yeah.
And had you control it, it's literally would have been the same.
Yeah.
It was somehow way worse. Like,
It was way longer.
I don't think it added anything
Yeah.
to the experience. It just took longer.
it just took longer.
Like, I really thought that I was going to be in bed by 9:30 because tomorrow's Friday. Like, I just want to wind down. Like, I just want to prepare for the weekend. And now I'm just mad. It's 10, and I'm going to go to bed like this. Like,
it was exactly what I said it was going to do. No one does enough to
Yeah.
warrant more people.
yeah.
Like, it all it did was add more minions to block your way.
Yes.
Harder minions to block your way. Just because one of my actions is literally to bring more minions in. Oh, and I'm going to spawn them, and then, okay, it's my turn to, minion step. I'm going to move them so you can't go scout. And it's the whole game, the whole scheme of Mordak is to stall the game. I hate that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is nothing, because, nothing strategic about that, except, block you, for 6 rounds.
You have to have a solid, why are you blocking me? Oh, just to make the game longer? That's not
Yeah.
No.
It's because, it doesn't come down to any kind of cool back and forth. It's literally, in your way. All right, I dealt 3 damage. Look, we just pick away at each other. Oh, you died? All right. No real loss there. I just level up a little more.
Yeah.
All right, you're back.
And we don't lose anything. We just regain all our health, move back to the center.
Yep. It is the worst idea in a competitive game, where it's like, because you think that there'd be a tug of war. Okay, the longer it takes you guys to scout, the more powerful I'll become. so I'm going to try and stop you so you don't whittle me down on health. And then it literally was like, all right, so you guys found all the shrines, villain round. Okay, now I have to summon. Okay, I have all these spells, 8 damage, boom. Okay, I killed all of you. The steps to what this game wants it to be is that you guys are running around the land, defeating minions, gathering loot to power up, to fight the big bad Mordak at the end, and oh wow, he wiped us all out immediately.
We didn't even get to go.
No.
Yeah.
And we accidentally overpowered
we were
ourselves.
over-leveled.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that just shows how unbalanced the game is because, we literally, because we played it, like I said, with 2, so yeah, it's basically 1 for 1 for your XP.
Yeah.
And this time you guys got a shit ton more. But it compensates to be like, oh, actually, okay, you're at 6, you gain 2 XP each, and an extra, you get a white die.
Yeah.
And so we overpowered you guys. And yeah, you were wiping through minions like it was nothing. Still, none of you can one-shot the level 3s.
A big guy, yeah.
And we still, each of us got killed, I think, at least once during the course of the main game.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't help that all the minions that came out had long shot and fucking just range, so I just picked you guys off from a distance.
Yeah.
It was
they really
just,
did.
it was disgusting. I don't think this game's balanced in any way. I don't
After
think
seeing that, no, that was not a balanced display whatsoever.
there's no give and take. You guys, it's like, you guys kill my minions, who cares? I'll bring out more.
This is a really good example of a 1 versus many where it's like, yeah, but we can't win. Like how we're always
But
saying.
it doesn't feel oppressive the entire game.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it did. I don't know. I wasn't in your shoes.
I mean, there was
Like,
definitely a lot.
it wasn't like the others, where you just felt beaten down the entire game.
Because
Like,
we knew we could at least
you
get
guys were killing minions left and right, and yada yada, and you're like, yeah, okay, we could probably do this. Because I was like, hey, you guys haven't been doing your XP right. And then, didn't matter.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. It's just... I don't get...
So all the positives are the physical aspects of the game.
Literally.
Yeah.
And the thought that went into the theme.
The writing.
All the negatives are about playing the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's way too long. With more people, it definitely overstays its welcome.
Yeah.
Because that's more harder minions coming out, and more of them, that they block your way, so it just, this game comes to a screeching halt.
And not being able to move out of an area, like if you get stuck with a hard minion, it's like, oh,
I guess I'm here. I mean, yeah, someone can run and just range them and kill them. Or you get an eagle and you get, evade.
And knowing also that that we leveled up incorrectly, like we wouldn't have had as many actions.
Yeah.
Like, I can't imagine only still having 2 actions, being totally stuck. And then
That's actually... That's a good point, because even if you got 6 total bounty, you only get 2.
Yeah.
So you'd have to save up your XP to get another action at another round. And the game lasts 6 rounds, but it takes 2 hours to play. I really, with more people, I really don't like any aspect of the game. The compensation for the dice, I missed, so I can get a +1. Who gives a fuck? It's +1. It doesn't matter ever.
Yeah.
Well, it would have, but I didn't get a chance to use what I ended up doing.
Oh, I see. Yes, because you took all the +1s to power up that one spell. But even then, all it did was kill minions.
Yeah.
And it didn't matter.
Well, it would have wiped out all their distractions. We could have focused just on you.
Right.
Not all of them, but some.
Sure. But then, like...
that would have just sped up the end game. Which
wasn't
satisfying.
We mentioned it during the discussion, where each level up step, the rules do specify, hey, let the other person take their turn while the heroes are leveling up, or while the players are leveling up, because what they do isn't going to impact anything, which is true. However, it's like when I'm leveling up or when I'm doing my turn, you guys don't care. When you guys are doing your turn, I have to care because it's just me to see what you guys are doing. But at the end of the day, I never felt like I did anything to halt you. It was just the natural progression of the game. Oh, minions will show up by the time you scout. They're just going to be there to stop you anyway. I even told you, hey, by the way, scout here because that's your best chance of finding a shrine to end this game. Hey, by the way, maybe you guys should divide and conquer. You kill minions, you go scout to end the game. I should not be sitting here trying to help my enemy.
Well, it was clear that you were a little impatient, which I totally understand.
Yeah, I was getting that way too. Which sucks, because you don't want to play a game and feel like that.
Yeah. I mean, the game...
Because again, it's like, well, then let's just pack it up.
Yeah.
Like,
the game hinges on randomness. I mean, both on the spells that you get and the die rolling. Granted, it does give you enough to level up your dice.
And I did that with Gwynvale, whatever her name is.
Gwynvale. It's probably Gwynvale.
It's Gwynvale. I still didn't get it. Yeah. I think the cost of the spells and the dice that you're rolling, like, and again, knowing how long it takes to truly level up now, that's bullshit to me.
Right.
To me, I was not.
Right.
Yeah.
It's one of those, okay, what are your roles? You're the ranger. Okay, focus on range.
And that's the thing.
You're the rogue. I guess do both.
is in her... which hers said go hang. But, the ranger, it says specifically, it's like, oh, you're an expert in ranged weaponry and offensive spells. She's not.
Well, she starts with some. I mean, 2 yellow is not horrible.
Is not an expert, though.
Yeah, but you kept putting stuff into melee, so you go off
because
of both.
I was more likely to melee than I was to successfully pull off a spell.
No, by your starting stuff, you are not, because you have 2 yellow.
See,
off the bat.
But I would have to get 2
But the cost of
perfect
successfully
rolls.
casting a decent spell is significantly higher than the cost of doing some damage to a minion.
No, I disagree.
Roll.
Because
let's roll.
Well,
you got
and
it.
then
Yeah, see?
it didn't do it either way. But that gives me a
leveling
+1.
up puts you at red dice instead of, especially with the XP, you have to spend 2 to get to 1 red versus your double red. So then it's already, all right, 3 plus 1.
It doesn't, either way, it doesn't matter. I don't like it.
That's fine. I'm just saying that.
Which is cool. Let's
the choices that you made ended up. You drew the conclusions for the choices. They might have been different if we had played a little differently.
Yeah.
But my characters actually, one was specialty fighter, one was pretty well balanced, and neither of them were particularly interesting to work with.
Yeah, I mean, I thought the healing spells would have been cool. You never once healed.
No, I didn't. I had one good opportunity to heal a bunch of people at once, but they all died.
Yeah.
So
so it's like, all right, you guys just auto-healed. I don't know. I feel like that's a lot of the terrain tiles, like, that actually have abilities aren't ever useful. Going somewhere and healing, it's just like, okay, not going to do that.
I didn't even remember.
Yeah, exactly.
It's written there.
Well, the problem is actually usability. This is actually really bad because it's like, oh, hey, wandering... okay, these summon here. So the tile's text is immediately forgotten because it's covered up by a minion. And it's like, well, do the rules say, does that mean that the text is gone? Or because this just says, heroes who end their turn here may have a drink. That doesn't... okay, well, can you go in the inn while monsters are there? You would think not, but I mean, it doesn't...
go either way.
It doesn't say... because, like, this one says if no heroes are here, well, that means, okay, boom, meaning that if you guys are here, that doesn't happen. I don't know. This game builds up to a whole lot of nothing. And I'm going to go out and just say that, once again, did any of you feel like you were a special character?
No.
No? You didn't feel like a ranger and a rogue?
I mean, not really. Especially not the rogue.
You didn't feel like a fighter and a cleric?
Yeah, but I didn't care.
I really didn't feel like a rogue, so...
yeah.
I mean, ranger, I was a ranger.
It's almost like loosely based. Hey, okay, what's a ranger? What's the bare minimum that a ranger does? Shoot a bow. We got it! Well, call it a day. It's, we've been here 30 minutes. Let's just go home. Let's just go get shit-faced. The rogue? We'll give her... dodge. Got it.
Yeah.
Fighter? We got nothing for him. He takes less damage.
Yeah.
And then cleric? You get some mean getting
bonus for beneficial spells.
He gets an extra
that you have to hopefully get. Now, I'm assuming a lot of those spells probably do heal, but...
several.
Yeah.
Had the opportunity, but I never really found a good opportunity to use
honestly, the only fun I had was as Mordak casting spells.
Yeah.
Like...
that really messed us up, and it totally interrupted my movement.
Right, right. Yeah. Like, okay, doubles my minions, boom.
Now, I will say that wasn't overly frustrating to be a victim of that.
Okay.
You just pull out this, it's like, crap.
Yeah.
But it wasn't.
Yeah.
I've lost everything.
Wow, the game is over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have that much invested in any particular movement.
Right. I mean, some of them
I
were
had a
fun.
plan. It got screwed up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like Cat goes into a mountain, gets erupted on, and then almost dies.
That was rude.
Yeah. The thunderstruck just crashes down on someone, immediately kills them. Magma rain. Why I killed my own minions? I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. It's gonna deal you guys all damage anyway, and I'll boost it with another spell.
Yep.
But even then, once Mordak comes out, it's just like, why?
Yeah.
Why? I mean, yeah, I have actions that I can do, but I don't know. I feel like...
Just gives you more attacks, really.
I really don't like how the game ends.
No.
And for what they're going for, it's just... This is the only guy.
I don't like how the game plays, and I don't like how it ends.
Yeah. It's not like, oh, okay, well, now this time... I mean, they have an expansion coming out this year, which probably brings out a new villain. I don't care.
It may not.
More minions.
Brings out more minions.
It may have more heroes and more minions.
Yeah, but I think that the pacing of the game is its problem.
Mm-hmm.
It's slow.
Hurry up and
It's a
wait.
grind. It's a slog. Like any other one versus many game. Like the one that came out in last year was Dark Rituals, which actually had strategic, like, back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, well, I'm going to attack you. Ooh, man, do I want to defend? Yeah, I guess I'll spend some of my stamina, which lessens what I can do, and, the back and forth of everything that everyone can do, trying to complete an objective, versus just the one objective that this game is going to play out the exact same way every single time.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the tiles will be a little bit different.
Mm-hmm. And the dice rolls.
Sure, but,
who cares?
I mean, probably, on average, they will be the same. I don't know. And imagine if you guys didn't have all those reds.
Yeah.
There'd just be more minions out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I see what they were going for with the corruption, being able to bring out higher level minions. But I almost feel like that the tiles bring out enough
Yeah.
that me just adding insult to injury and being like, oh, okay, I roll all of these dice. All right, I'm bringing out these 2 level 3s.
Yeah.
That you
Which
can't
is-
kill anyway.
Which is why I was thinking this time, let's try wiping out the minions, mostly. And then we stalled achieving the larger goal.
Right.
And every time we tried to get the larger goal, we got overrun by minions.
Yeah. So, I mean...
But again, dying isn't like a big penalty. It's
Yeah.
just a benefit for you.
It almost just sounds like that there's no right way for you guys to play, because it's going to ultimately end up the same way.
Yeah, I can't imagine right now a scenario where the heroes would triumph.
Yeah, because like if you had stalled it out, then all it would have done, it would have given me more spells, and then I would have gotten another item, which I could have just gotten the Flagon of Mead, which means I can heal.
Mm-hmm.
It's like...
Or like we tried last time, rushing to make sure you don't get strong means we also don't get strong and can't take you on.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I could have taken the Grimoire's good stuff, but I actively took it because I'm like, no, I don't want them to fight me, and I heal.
Yeah.
How annoying is that gonna be?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I don't get it. This game has a fucking 8 on Board Game Geek, and
Yeah.
I can't think of why. Like,
Maybe we should play with them. Figure out if we're doing something fundamentally wrong.
no, because I verified.
No, I know the rules are all there, the mechanics are all there. There's not enough strategy for that to be a factor.
Which is interesting because the games that I tend to like for strategy, like, you think there's too much strategy.
Yeah.
So for you to think there's nothing here means that there's really nothing here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a slog.
Yeah.
All right. I got nothing else. I got
No,
nothing else to
no.
talk about. All right, on a scale of 1 to 10, we'll start with Brett.
This playthrough would put
Oh,
it
and
to
for the record, yeah, what did you give it the first time? A 6?
between a 5 and 6.
Okay.
I'm definitely lowering it to a 4,
Okay.
which feels a little high, but I don't want to say 3.
That's fair. Kat?
Yeah, I'll put it at a 3. Yeah. I mean, just knowing that the only good thing, and honestly, I think 3 might be a little too high just because we literally did not have a good thing to say about it unless it was about, like, the aesthetics.
True.
Like, but I'll keep it at a 3.
I definitely... I'm not going to give it a 3 because it's not frustrating Like, I've played games that make me mad that they exist. Splendor. No, I'm kidding. No. This game reminds me of... Do you remember Dice Settlers?
Kinda.
Oh, wow. I was hoping you'd say no, because I'm like, right, because no one does. That game had nothing to it that I almost didn't want to give it a rating, because it's just so blah. Mm-hmm. Like, fuck it, it's a game. This is a game. Mm-hmm. It exists in our world. That it's almost so blah that a 5 sound... Every rating I could give it sounds too high. But it's not bad enough for me to just be like,
yeah,
fuck this game. This is a 2. But I think there has to be a sweet spot. Like, don't play this with 5, don't play it with 2, don't play it with 3, play it with 4, or whatever.
Yeah.
But I almost also want to say that some of these characters aren't worth it. You almost have to have Guinevere for her horse to go scout.
Sometimes,
like,
because we get bogged down with
blocks lead to dodge. Yeah,
minions.
I don't know. It's just there's a lot of cool characters here. Maybe the mage starts out with 3. Maybe those people who are giving it an 8 have the perfect sweet spot. Maybe they're role playing. Someone's dressed. They get their old grandpa out of the home to play Mordak.
They stopped giving him his meds, so
he's really out of it. But somehow he's just a whiz at this fucking role. They roleplay all the characters, and then they fucking play with 3 or 4, and it just zips on by, and they get it. I don't know. This is not a game for us.
No.
I'm gonna give it a 4. I think it's a below average game. Mm-hmm. It would be a 3, but I got to take everything into account. The production quality
is very good.
Is there.
Very good.
So the one thing I do want to do real quick, because that will actually determine what if it does drop down to a 3, is how much this game was.
Oh yeah.
Because
with this production quality,
$70.
Oh, okay, that's not as
all right. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it at a 4.
That's not
$70 game is really for the deluxe edition. Yeah, that's a pretty good price, because I've definitely paid higher for a similar type of game or less. So I'm gonna keep it at a 4. So we got 4, 3. All right. So that's our thoughts on Valor and Villainy. The name's cool. Let us know what you think of the game in the comments below. Other than that, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you. Hey everyone, thank you for watching, and I really hope that you enjoyed the video. If you would like to see more of my content, go ahead and click that subscribe button and the bell to be notified whenever I upload any new content. If you feel like supporting the channel, you can go ahead and click that Patreon link to be taken to my Patreon, and any help is truly appreciated. Other than that, stick around for any other run-throughs or reviews or cool top 10s or whatever I feel like putting on. Other than that, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you.